Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, crime scene reconstruction and rebuilding a crime scene can give us a new perspective on the situation. So, of course, we invited our great buddy, Joey Stidham, from Stidham Reconstruction and Investigation to come in and have a chat with us.
Yes.
But first, we have to ask, my friend, you've been doing a lot of work when it comes to the new Oxygen series, Disappearance of Crystal Rogers. For everyone at home, explain to them what the series is about and why does that name ring a bell for people here in Kentucky?
It's a series of crimes that occurred in Bardstown that NBC Production and Oxygen Network investigated and dove into. Started with Crystal Rogers' disappearance and then her father, Tommy Ballard, being murdered in a field, and then a police officer being murdered after that. Then there was a lady and her daughter that was murdered in their house, and NBC looked into all of that as they went through this.
And it was a whole series. I think it's 6 parts?
It was 6 parts total. They aired 2 of them the first night and then followed it with 4. And it was 5 consecutive Saturdays that ended this past Saturday.
So
Gotcha.
when we say you're a celebrity, you really are, because NBC picked you. How did they pick you? How'd they find you?
They actually found me on on our website.
Called Midday Kentucky?
And did some research throughout the state. It was a unique dynamic. The producer of the show, her husband was an attorney. He went to Brandeis School of Law in Louisville. So they had some connections to the state.
Gotcha.
Okay, I understand that. So what was your involvement with that and what can you tell us?
We were hired specifically to do forensics on 2 vehicles and gather evidence out of those vehicles. We processed the vehicles as we would. This is the inside of Crystal's car as it was turned over to the family from the police. As you can see, there's pop bottles in here, there's towels, there was all kinds of evidence that was left that was uncollected by the police that we ultimately collected and took to our office. All this stuff that you see here is now stored at our office in evidence bags.
Oh.
We found suspected blood in the trunk of the car. There was DNA testing that was done on that, and they could not get a profile, so they're not sure whose it was or what it was.
So interesting. Now, as you're doing these investigations and you're looking at this, I understand that you have a little special help from Shelley.
I do. We have a lady in our office, Shelley Rice. She is trained specifically as a CSI and as a crime scene reconstructionist. She has hundreds of hours of training, and as far as we know, she's the only certified person in the state of Kentucky to do that type of work.
Wow.
Okay, so when you, what's this, what are we looking at here? This is Shelley?
We actually, me as the owner of a business, I give the people working for me all the support and technology they need. That's actually Shelley sitting at a comparison forensic microscope in our office.
That looks like from the TV show.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, that's the way it looks.
So that's what your lab looks like inside?
That's really our lab inside, yes.
Oh, wow.
And here she's actually she's got a 357 Magnum from an actual case that she put in a fuming chamber to get fingerprints off the 357.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
From the case?
Yes, and there's the gun inside, and she's fuming that to get fingerprints.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
That's very
All right, now you have also a mobile unit. Now, we've actually done a story on the mobile unit.
You have?
Why is it so important that you can take basically your office on the road?
Because crime scenes are not at our office. They're all over the state and in other places. We have to be able to get the equipment in the hands of Shelley, or if it's a traffic collision, me and my team, but the equipment has to go to them. You can't haul this stuff in a pickup truck or a car. There's just too much of it, and you never know what you're going to need. You know, we may pull the truck up at something and need simply a screwdriver.
Gotcha.
But then we may need everything in the truck.
Everything
you just
else.
don't know. That's right.
Well, that's what we love about you, Joey, always giving us great information. Very quick shout out. You said you wanted to say...
Miss Davison, Madison Southern High School, will be to see your class here soon. You're working with Kathleen scheduling. We're looking forward to it.
All righty. If you want to find out more information about Joey and his wonderful company, Stidham Reconstruction and Investigation, everyone. There's the phone number, there's the web address, and also Facebook. You never know what you could use him for.
Man.
You know, we've got some good stories, but we're not allowed to tell them on air. We're not allowed. Joey won't let me. I want to.